Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sports with Monga. And we are back with another transfer market update. And before we get into it, 100 subs done. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Sports with Monga has reached 100 subs. I wanted that to happen before the first game week of the Premier League season ended, and it has been granted. My wish has been granted. Thank you for the support for everybody who has liked this video, who've enjoyed the content, who have subscribed to the channel. I really hope and wish more people would subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and engage. Thank you for the support. I will continue to make videos because I love having fun with you guys. I love talking about all of these things, and I hope you want to be with me as well. Thanks for watching, and let's get into it together now. Transfer market update. It's here we go time, but I want to talk about number one topic on my mind since the Premier League started. The Chelsea Enzo Maresca. The big thing, like what's really happening there? It's a clear out, guys. I want Chelsea fans to get in the comment section, but let me know, what do you really expect from this manager to kind of do? 43-player squad. He's already said that I'm only working with 20 to 25. I don't care about the remaining 20 or 19 or whatever. So he's already told players to get off, like get a move on. And that's look at this. It's Chelsea. It's Chelsea all over, guys. It's just Chelsea. That's what you're going to talk about. Like full of players. There's so much drama in that club right now. We're just not even having won anything, and the season just already starting. So already, it's like, what is happening? Chelsea fans, get in the comments below. Let me know, what do you think? Loads to get into. Lukaku, separate deal happening. Almost discussions done with Napoli. It feels like we're closer than ever for Napoli to move on in for Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku was not on the squad as well. I think he's training independently. I don't think he's even in like Maresca's plan, so that's very clear. Trevor Chalobah was talked about for Bayern for quite a while, and you know last season they wanted him, but Chelsea didn't want to let him go, and now nobody is coming for him. So Chalobah is a different problem for Chelsea again. And you have to understand, like Dizazi, and you're keeping Tosin, and you know you're letting go of Trevor Chalobah. And it's interesting, and you know they've taken the jersey already. So there's a lot of drama in Chelsea right now. Chalobah is not there. Our Armando Broja is on his way to Ipswich. So there's a here we go. Armando Broja to Ipswich Town. Here we go. Agreement in place. It's a £30 million deal and accepted by Chelsea. He will be on his way to Armando Broja, on his way to become the striker for Ipswich. The newbies on the town, the new ones on the town, the new manager Kieran McKenna going in for Ipswich for Armando Broja. One player done, but then you have Fofana to be discussed. Like what happens with Fofana? James is injured for you again. Like Chelsea fans, like I don't understand, how long do you actually deal with James? He needs to leave. He needs to do something about it, right? Like, this is like weird. Like, why are we always talking about these things, guys? Chelsea fans, get in the comments, let me know what you think. James injured. Chilwell is surplus to requirements. He has been asked to move. You need to leave. This is what Chelsea boss Maresca and Todd Bowley have planned for him, and this is what is going to happen eventually, guys. That's kind of interesting in my mind. Like, how long will this continue? That's kind of the question. Like, how long will this continue? Chilwell will be leaving. It seems like Manchester United might be signing a left back called Chilwell. Wow. We got Mason Mount, and we're getting a reject, I guess, from Maresca now. That's what Manchester United is trying to do. But I really hope that we're really not kind of going for it, basically, in my mind. I would really feel sad if that will happen. If you get what I'm trying to get to, like, I really think that it doesn't make sense. But yes, Ben Chilwell's, but the biggest one is Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling, before the Premier League match against Manchester City, with which Chelsea lost. And do look at my reaction, the match reaction video in the video section that I did for when Manchester City beat Chelsea 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. Raheem Sterling's representatives came up and said, hey guys, he came early to training. He has done everything that the managers are asked. He's had a good preseason, but there needs to be clarity that he is not, why is he not in the squad? Maresca on the press conference said, I have told players very clearly who is in my plans and who is not in my plans. So don't do this bullshit around representatives talking and fucking whatever. I don't want you. I want you to leave Chelsea, a club in mayhem already. What do? They tell Sterling, you're gone. And who gets his number 7? And who gets a number 7? Can you imagine that? Can you guess who gets number 7, guys? I love it. I love this the way Chelsea is kind of treating its players. It's almost like garbage. Like, hey, you're a head count. Bye. It's like mask. This is how you would in a corporate company. This is how you would start releasing resources or headcount, because you're like, oh, I need to manage my P&L. So this is best way to kind of cut wages, give 10-year long contracts, and fuck not. But Sterling has been told that he is surplus to requirement. Interesting to see what will happen. So Romelu Lukaku deal is expected, though. Like, one thing for sure, the biggest wage in my mind is like Lukaku. He's expected to happen as Napoli are advancing with talks with Chelsea. Napoli director will meet Chelsea in London in the next 24 hours to proceed and try find the final solution. Fabrizio's all over this, guys. Fabrizio is just giving the best updates at this moment on Chelsea. But the crazy scene was the Gallagher and João Félix. I don't know if you were part of my previous transfer market update. I said there are rumblings around the deal to collapsed after the big deal that collapsed for the striker from Atlético Madrid, the big one, which basically has been the case. Like, it's been a while. Same Omorodion. The Omorodion deal collapsed. He's back in Atletico, but Gallagher was in Atletico. He was asked to come back to Chelsea. He was training with the Chelsea squad. Atletico announced the first signing of Julian Alvarez, but they wanted to announce Gallagher, but they were still trying to find a solution. Eventually, what has happened is João Félix has joined, and that's a big one, guys. João Félix has joined. Yes, I'm going to say the word. João Félix is going to join Chelsea. He returns to Chelsea as a new number 7. Yes, he takes the jersey from our friend, Mr. Raheem Sterling. It's a deal done. It's a here we go deal done, confirmed. Chelsea and Atletico are happy with what they've got, and they have a solution in place. That was the biggest thing. The solution is Mr. João Félix on his way to London and Chelsea, where he was working, where he was playing for 18 months, but they didn't want on loan from Barcelona. They didn't want to kind of keep him. Pochettino was not a fan of signing him, but new leadership, new management, and João Félix has completed the main part of the medical. So here we go. Deal done for João Félix till 2030. The contract is done, guys. And it is a deal to 2030. I'm trying to figure out how much did this cost. I think it has to cost north. Yes. So João Félix back to Chelsea. Here we go. Deal in place with Atletico Madrid and his agent, Jorge Mendes. Contract until June 2030 plus option for another year. It's a deal done, everything signed off. So João Félix comes back to play, for Chelsea in the Premier League, and it's going to be interesting what happens. But that means that Mr. Conor Gallagher, Mr. Chelsea, is now on his way to Atletico. The Conor Gallagher deal with Atletico will not change. Chelsea to receive 42 million euros, I won't say pound, euros guaranteed, has already contracts ready and sealed, valid until June 2029. And this is going to be interesting. Like, he went to Chelsea, he went to Atletico, and he's coming back. He came back because of the Samu Omorodion deal collapsed. They were trying really hard to keep him in contention, like keep him out because the wage bill and stuff and so on. But eventually the deal is done. Atletico Madrid sign the man they wanted, Conor Gallagher. It's here we go. He will be presented as a new player on Metropolitano Stadium on, I think it's today. That's what it's happening. It's Wednesday that I'm recording this, so it will happen today. So crazy scenes, crazy drama, absolute madness of people trying to figure out deals after one deal collapsed. They didn't want Conor Gallagher deal to collapse. They didn't want, and Atletico worked on a solution to basically ensure that João Félix got a new home, and he is on his way to, yes guys, Chelsea. Deal done. Here we go from Chelsea, and that's the big one. But then the story getting behind this, guys, one of the crazy summer transfer window signings, I would see the return of Ilkay Gündogan to Manchester City. Yes, it is happening. It's another, here we go, guys. Barcelona told, and this is how the story, it's just been crazy what's happening with Barcelona. They've signed Dani Olmo as the player, but they have not been able to register him because they have to get something off the wage. Mr. Ilkay Gündogan has discussed, had joined Barcelona 18 months ago, and Ilkay Gündogan has been told by Barcelona that you can leave before end of the transfer window. This has triggered the camp to basically start talking, exploring final days, because it's 10 more days to the transfer window, guys. 10 more days, 10 official days, and it's over 1st of September. The transfer window closes. So it's very close to what's going to happen. But then Ilkay Gündogan has one man that he can call already. He is Mr. Pep Guardiola, who he has played with and enjoyed his time in Manchester City as being the clutch player. Of course, Pep Guardiola would love to sign him back. And I think that's what is going to happen. But he's going to join us free. So it's not, they're not going to charge, they're not going to give money. There's no money for Barcelona. But the only thing that they're going to save is the transfer fee, because he won't complete his contract, whatever the length it was. But they will save the wage, they will sell the contract, and that would give them some more money and chances to kind of register Dani Olmo. It's just crazy how bad and shambolic Barcelona has been. It's just pathetic. A club that Messi played for and everybody loved Barcelona when they were there. It's just turned into a shit show right now with the club and management there. So important to also tell from Gündogan, he has retired from international football. So he has basically said, my only focus is going to be club football, and I want to kind of retire somewhere. It is said that this is now almost done. Pep Guardiola has already approved this deal. Of course, why would he not? Why would fucking anybody say no to Ilkay Gündogan? Like, if he's been a clutch player for you. Like, I'm thinking, why did Manchester United not go for him? Manchester United should go for him so that he can play up front. Like, of course, you can play behind Bruno if you want him to be a central midfield, center defensive midfield. Of course, he could do his job. Come on, I'm not going to question anybody who's come from Manchester City, guys. Like, this has to be a better signing. But of course, he is on his way to Manchester City. Barcelona have 100% decided to let Ilkay Gündogan leave for free. Manchester City are working on details of the deal with Gundogan's agent now in UK. Get a comeback done. As revealed, Pep Guardiola has said yes. I don't think anything is stopping this deal, guys. Let me know in the comments below. Manchester City fans, are you happy with Mr. Gundo is back? Gundo. Yes, I think he's going to be a great player for Manchester City if he really comes back. And that's going to be interesting to watch. Couple of heavy goals, other ones on the other side of for Joachim Andersen. Fulham have done the deal. It is a here we go from Joachim Andersen in 30 million pound deal package, and Anderson's and it's done from Crystal Palace. He will travel to Fulham to complete his medical, and Marco Silva gets another great player. Joachim Andersen was really good defensively last season for Crystal Palace, and it was interesting that a 30 million pound deal package has been agreed with the new contract with his new agents, and Marco Silva wanted him. Interesting to understand that Sander Berge, the other player that was also being discussed for Manchester United as from Burnley as possibly a backup if Manchester United could not sign Ugarte, it is done. Sander Berge will also sign a long-term deal at Fulham as medical is ongoing. Fulham left the negotiations for McTominay, while Man United are focused on Manuel Ugarte as top talent. Berge, who was on the top list for backup option list there. So it's an important deal for him as well. Sander Berge in London, he's done his completed for Burnley 20 plus 5 million euros, 5 million pounds guaranteed, 20 million pounds fixed, 5 million pounds on add-ons. It is a here we go. It's done. 2 players signed. Another thing I would say for Arsenal, and then we get to Manchester United. Arsenal are very close to sign, yes, Merino from the centre back that they've been trying to kind of work towards for quite a while. It is expected that Real Sociedad has been just holding back for Merino, but it seems that this is a deal almost done. He has been waiting to hear, and Arsenal fans, of course, are kind of waiting to hear on what's going to really happen with the Merino deal. Arsenal remain, and they've been active with the Mikel Merino deal, right? They want this to happen. Merino has agreed the proposal for the Arsenal. Clubs are working on a deal structure with a fee over 25 million euros. Atletico and Barça had already been informed that he is joining Arsenal. So that's done for Arsenal fans. Get in the comments, guys. If you've, and I will again go back, Sports with Monga just hit 100 subs. Love to move this around 150. Support the video, support the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. And the final update, the crazy scenes and the wait continues for Manu Ugarte from PSG. It has now possibly turned into a loan with an obligation to buy. That is what Manchester United are discussing, and possibly to find a solution there. The player is not training or not interested to listen to anything from PSG. They just want them to make a deal. And this is going to be the man to watch for. Manchester United expect Ugarte soon, hopefully the loan structure. Another update, McTominay possibly not leaving Manchester United. I think this is all. We won't be able to sign on more players because we can't let go of players. Facundo Pellistri is on his way out Facundo Pellistri and Hannibal are possibly out for loan deals. Permanent deal as expected and revealed, but Panathinaikos, the Greek club, have signed Facundo Pellistri from Manchester United. Permanent deal, 6 million euros fixed fee, 2 million add-ons, buyback valid until 2027. So Manchester United, and 45% sell-on clause for Manchester United. So they have basically said if he shines in the Greek club, in the Greek islands, it is for us a benefit and we will be proud. So that's one outgoing confirmed. The other one that has been in the discussions is Hannibal, and it seems like people are Manchester United are discussing a possible loan deal for Hannibal to head towards, because after this, it's important that we get some, if we get one more outgoing, that'll be really good, because then we have more chances to sign a player. Of course, signing a bigger long-term deal would be interesting, if they could do what Chelsea does and not care about the short-term issues. Napoli have asked for conditions of Sofian Amrabat deal and one of several options for the midfield. Scott McTominay deal remains also possibility for Napoli. Man United keep asking for 30 million package. Manchester United are not budging, and it's okay. Like, if they feel that they want to get a deal with that and they possibly can, I would say go for it. Like, but it should not affect other decisions. I think that's the call that Manchester United can make. Burnley are interested in loan with a mandatory buy clause for Hannibal Mejbri. Talks have started, not closed or agreed. Manchester United is still working on it. So there are still some outgoings, still some incomings. The biggest one, Manu Ugarte, possibly coming to Manchester United soon on a loan deal. João Félix on his way to Chelsea. Mikel Merino on his way possibly to Arsenal very soon. Gündogan is back. And Joachim Andersen from Crystal Palace to Fulham, deal done and agreed. Loads of drama still to kind of continue. Manchester United news still an update. What happens with Maresca? How many players still find the actual new home in the Chelsea squad? Crazy scene still with Lukaku, with Napoli, with Osimhen. They're trying to find a structure. Interesting times ahead, guys. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you've enjoyed the video. Continue to support the channel. Thanks. Transfer market update. More and more updates coming through as we get closer to the end of the transfer market. Thanks for watching. I hope you will like this video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel. 100 done. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a nice one. Catch you in the next one. Peace.